Hey guys, I'm back. I know I've been going for I think 2 weeks, but I was very busy and I was helping my sister move and it took like so long. I'm still sore, but I'm back and today we're going to do Dollar Tree. So let's go in, get right into it. Here we go. Now I will say that they have a lot of repeats. I think during Easter slash Resurrection, however you call it, it's Resurrection for me. They do have a lot of repeats every year. So there were quite a few things that if you see it, you saw it last year, the year before, the year before, the year before. I'm perfectly fine with that because sometimes, why get rid of something that sells? And then it is Dollar Tree, so it's going to break quite easily or stain or turn yellow. So it's good to have those things year after year so that when yours breaks or stains or whatever, or you lose it, you can go back to Dollar Tree and get it again. So I'm okay with that. But they do have a few new things. They have a few like those little gnome things there. I don't know what you use those on. I feel like they're like tabletop maybe, but even if you have like a tiny little tree, I don't know if people do trees, like a pastel tree. I started to do that like a couple years ago, but honestly, I'm all treed out after Valentine's Day, so I don't do any resurrection Easter trees. But you could do a pastel tree, and you might can if it's a small size, maybe 5 footer, you can use those little gnomes because they had like an opening on the bottom. And some of the things that like the hanging decor they had look like face masks to me. Like you could hang it up in front of your face, like it has a strap in the back, and then you could just use it. They aren't. I did try to see if you could see through it, but don't do that. You'll suffocate. But they have a lot of bunnies and a few gnomes. That's honestly it. It's bunnies and gnomes. If you're looking for anything religious, you're not going to find it here. They didn't have anything that had a cross on it. I was surprised because usually they try to at least throw one thing in there. Nothing. There was nothing religious based for the actual resurrection Easter season. It's all bunnies, but a lot of pastels. They even had 2 pillowcases. And I said, okay, I think I saw pillowcases in here once at random, but they actually have 2 pillowcases too that we'll get to. And these eggs, they have these eggs every year. They've had those eggs, with the yellow and the red or pink. I don't know how that's going to look in your home. Sometimes when it fades, it can look pink. They've had those for quite a long time, and I had some until they started unraveling. So that's why I say I like that they keep these things year after year if you use them, because when they unravel, I just went back and bought new ones. I don't use these anymore. I kind of got away from the eggs. I just kind of do spring and then resurrection, and that's it. But I do like the little happy Easter basket. I think that's cute, and I feel like that you can use that for even a door hanger. I don't think that you need to use that necessarily on a wall or anything. I feel like it'll make a nice wreath. Put it right on your door, and there you go. But since it's spring, you have so many different things you can use. But this garland, it was very plastic. I tried to just, because usually with the garland, I put my nail in it to see if it's foam, or to show you guys if it's foam or not. But it just completely collapsed. So that's very sensitive. So if you use it, make sure you don't step on it or grab it too tightly because it will bend. They brought back these signs now. The hippity hoppity, that's the one that I usually have year after year. It's really cute and personal, and it's a very good size. But the Every Bunny Welcome, that's new. I'm very glad they didn't have too many things that said Happy Easter. I cannot tell you how much that gets on my nerves. I don't know. It's like everything says Happy Easter. Sometimes I just want something that says Happy Easter, but if it all says Happy Easter, what am I going to do? So it's like when I used to have the bunnies and everything, that was fine, but everything says Happy Easter. I'm cute. I'm fine with saying Happy Easter, but something should say Happy Easter, And I don't even do the bunnies anyway because, it's resurrection season for me, so it's religious. So that's why I got away from bunnies and baskets and all that stuff. But, these put Happy Easter up there occasionally. Happy Easter is cute, but just so happy in there sometimes. These little hop signs with the bunnies in the center, they are new and they are cute. So I do kind of sometimes, like if I do my bathrooms, throw things like that are non-religious, like during Christmas and during Resurrection. So I was tempted to get those to put in my bathrooms, but I didn't feel like do y'all know I actually didn't feel like buying anything this Resurrection Easter season, and I bought nothing. I'm not even really decorating this year. I'm so busy, and it's just a lot going on with me, and I just like mentally, I'm checked out. I did take away the decor, and I put my spring decor, mint, green, yellow, and stuff like that. I will show you the color scheme, but as far as decorating, I actually didn't really decorate. I just threw up 2 pictures, and then put out, switch out the pillows, rugs, and flowers and all that. So yeah, I didn't decorate. It's like the first time, and so I mean, I softly decorated, but I didn't decorate. First time in like 20, 25 years. But they do have the stickers and the window clings. They only had three types. They were all bunnies. I was looking for flowers. Usually Dollar Tree had these packs of flowers. They were kind of like styrofoam material, and I really love those. And I've been on the hunt for those for like 2 or 3 years, but nobody has had them in a while. It was usually flowers, and then it was butterflies, and they were very pretty. And I'm so bummed because I was hoping they brought them back this Resurrection Easter season, but they didn't. So I even went on Amazon. I went to a couple places. I'm trying to go to Hobby Lobby next week. I need to go to Hobby Lobby. My sister's still buying stuff. I need to go there. She doesn't want to spend any money, but I know she's gonna go with me so she can see what she wants. So hopefully I can make it to Hobby Lobby next week, if not definitely the week after, and see what they have, and maybe even film in there and then get some more stuff. I need more spring things because Dollar Tree only has Resurrection Easter stuff. They don't have spring, but that's perfectly fine because it's still pastels and you can match it with whatever you have. Some of the stuff in here was kind of broken. I don't know. So I'm wondering if it was maybe cheaper this year, or it got damaged in shipment, or if it got damaged by customers. I don't know, because as you've been watching, you see there's ears missing here, eyes missing there, bunnies completely missing, ears falling off. So I don't know if things are cheaper. They kind of felt the same quality to me. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they were damaged in shipment. So they also have this is not the same sign. You can see the blue truck and the pink truck to the right, and then the sign that I'm holding up now. So one is just like the shape of the truck, and the other one is like the wall sign that's on a regular rectangle shape. And they are like glittery and sparkly. I angled it so that you can see it, and I love the glitter and sparkle on it. I actually don't even like pink, but I actually like the pink one better. I feel like you can definitely use pink during spring season because it's pastel. There are pastel pinks, so I've used pastel pinks mixed in with other colors, but it has to be a pastel pink. You can't just use any old pink. You can't use pink from Valentine's Day. So but it does work out if you want to use some things that you've had over from Valentine's, use them for spring season. You can mix them in because depending on the shade, it matches with the aesthetic of the season. Signs right here, these signs, they are just so adorable. When I looked at them, it's the eyes. I know it's the eyes. They look a little cockeyed, I can't lie, they do, but it's so cute. And I'm like, if they would have had like the sign actually be in the shape of a fence, because it's just the square, I think that would have been even cuter, like a bunny legit just hanging in front of or over the fence. That would have been so cute. And then they had these are gnome signs. You can't really, they're kind of busy, so you can't necessarily tell what some of them look like, but one has ears that are folded down, and then the rest, all their ears are straight up because it's gnomes with bunny ears. I think that's what makes them a little busy, is because of the bunny ears, but they're trying to do it for like the season. There goes the folded ear. So they have bunnies, and then they have the gnomes with bunny ears. This is another sign that they always have every year. And honestly, if you're doing a barn house theme or a barn house aesthetic, even if it's in one section or something like that, I think signs like that will be perfect for it, because it literally looks like a barn house, kind of the barn, like a material, but wood and all that. So I think that that's perfect, because I do feel like you can do farmhouse spring, because usually people do it, I see it a lot mostly during the fall and sometimes during Christmas. But I feel like spring, in my opinion, is a better season to do the farmhouse look if you don't have it all year round, because it just kind of, it's going back to the earthy look. Everything's blooming. It's all about nature and things like that. So I feel like farmhouse goes better with spring. So if you're looking for it, I feel like there are more pieces in Dollar Tree that go farmhouse than in some of the, when I was shopping with my sister in those other stores. I think Dollar Tree has more than other people, but they don't have necessarily a lot. You can mix and match and do things how you need them to be, but I do think you can get that stuff at Dollar Tree. And you see they had a lot of the like longer signs. You can put these on posts, you can put them on the doors, around doors, you can put them on the wall. So they had a lot of them. So that's why I just stepped back to try to get the whole view, because going in each and every one, you wouldn't have really gotten the whole effect. So you can see some are the same but different colors. They have boy ones, girl ones. They have a girl bunny. If it's a girl bunny, it's going to be a boy bunny. I do like that they do that. You have a boy and a girl. So they have a lot of those. I usually use those if I use them to put around my door frames or to put on like pillars or posts. I do think those are perfect for that, things like that, due to their shape. But you can definitely put it wherever you want it to be. And they did have, I guess, sort of religious. They did have the faith, hope, and hope signs. Love can go for anything. They did have those. Those are the only things, like if you're looking for religion-based Easter resurrection stuff, that's all that I saw in Dollar Tree, and you can use those because it is about faith and hope. So there's that. I really do like how they made it look like these eggs were in a carton, like they were like a, what is it, half, it's not a half gallon. What do you call a half pack of eggs? I don't remember, but maybe just a half carton. I do think that was really cute. And they had the gold, and then they had the multicolor. I don't think they had any other variety because I didn't see it. Doesn't mean that your Dollar Tree won't. And don't forget, all Dollar Trees are not necessarily created equal. My Dollar Tree might have this. Yours might have a variation, and you know, if you go back in 2 weeks, they might have something completely different. But from my experience during Easter, resurrection, spring season, they don't really switch things out like they do for fall and Christmas. It seems like with these seasons, they keep things out longer or are more consistent, but eventually they might get maybe different flowers here and there and add some butterflies or something maybe in the summer. But usually for spring, it's all the same. They don't really swap it out, so you should be good. Bought this sign. I bought this sign years ago. I had it, actually no, I still have it. I had it and I would use it right around my doors. I thought it was very pretty, and I still think it's pretty, but I just, since I don't use bunnies anymore, I don't use it as much. I can't lie, I just threw it up in my kitchen because I'm not really doing anything in the kitchen except for changing the curtains. But that sign is very pretty. Some of the colors here aren't, the colors here are pretty spot on. They're just a little bit brighter than what you see in the video. And then this is just like the cutesy section. They have like the little, I guess you could put them in gift baskets, more so for kids. I don't know that adults will want this stuff. I know I wouldn't, so, but I can't speak for all adults. Just like little cutesy stuff you put in the basket for kids, or you put in for like just goodie bags or whatever when you have your little parties or hunts and things like that. They have a bunch of these containers, and you can honestly put whatever you want in them. I think these will be perfect for candy. Even if you have like a candy hunt, you know, the Easter egg candy hunt, I think these will be good for it. The bigger ones, I think, will be for like larger candy, or we could put a lot of smaller candy in there. I feel like you can even put this out for decor. You can put maybe even some foods in there. Probably will be limited because you know you can't put so many things in there. But that's definitely cute for candy. I think that's perfect. Put it in there, even if you're just storing it. Put candy in there and then sit it out so if people come over, they can just go in and get the candy. And they had a baseball and soccer one. I thought that was really random, but it seems out of place due to the section it's in. But they had these two. I don't know. They had them. I don't know how they fit in with the season, but hey. So they had all the colors you can think: purple, green, blue, and actually I think that's it with these cartons. But I do think these are cute and very versatile. They have these moldings, and I thought the one with the little bunny booty was so cute. And I actually forgot to get that. I forgot when I was in there. It's so cute. You can use these. Maybe I don't know if you can use them for ice. I don't know if because it is a silicone tray. It's not plastic or anything like that. So I don't know if you can use it for ice. But I would try it with ice cubes. Even like well, no, can't do cookies. I don't think you can do cookies. Either way, you could just try different things that can actually go into a silicone molding. And I do think like the one with the bunnies, but like he's going down into the ground. I thought that was so cute. But I will say they have a lot of baskets. If you need baskets for the kitties, or you just need baskets for whatever you're having for, even yourself, your coworkers, whatever, they have a lot of baskets. They didn't have like a lot of the wooden material baskets, but they had like a lot of baskets. Most of them were fabric, I think. You'll see when I show you. It hasn't come up yet, but they definitely have a lot. And here are some of the other baskets I was talking about. This one, it looks like it's supposed to be in the shape of a tulip. I tried to separate it, it didn't separate. So I think either just that bucket or one of the buckets, I know it was like layered. It was like 2 in 1. So I think these are also 2 in 1. And they even have like little things in the front. Some had a bike, one had a flower, or there you go, a chick coming out of his egg. So I think they're two-tone, and they're supposed to look like, oh no, they're not supposed to look like tulips. They're supposed to look like cracked eggs. So in my opinion, I guess that's all. It looked to me from the top and from the side, it looks like a open tulip, but they're supposed to be eggs. Looking at the chick coming out of the egg, it just hit me. They're supposed to be eggs, not tulips. But hey, you can use it for whatever. You can actually thinking you can buy that and then buy something like probably get maybe a spatula handle, put that to the bottom just like you make the lollipops, and then make little 3D tulips. You could do that in my opinion because it kind of looks like it, and then fill the center with something. You can DIY those. I don't think it has to be made. Sorry, Beak is sitting on my lap, he's making noise. I don't think it has to just be eggs, but either way, it's a basket, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just laughing at the fact I thought it was a tulip.
You know who made it.
like headgear for varying seasons. Like I get the antlers, I get the bunny ears. I even have like this stuff that they get for like 4th of July. I always wear my sister's like, it's so juvenile, you and your headpieces. But I like them, and Dollar Tree always has them. They're the only ones who consistently every season has them. So I had bunny ears last year. Last year I had 2 sets of bunny ears, but I might want like a cuter pair this year. But then they have these drinking containers. They're not really mugs. I guess you can classify them as mugs. You don't get much liquid in them, but I think they're cute. And you need to get your water intake. And it seems to me that when something is either cute or I like the aesthetic of it, I definitely drink water more. I drink water all the time because look, even if I don't want it, I force myself to drink it because you have to have it. But when the container is cuter, people more oftentimes than not drink more water. So if you're somebody who suffers from not liking to drink water, they have those cute containers in there, and I think they're like 10 ounces. So at least you can get a cup and not and a half really, but you can get a cup of water. If that's what it's going to take for you to drink your water, I say go in and buy those. I don't know if they're BPA free or anything like that. I didn't check. I don't think so. I don't think Dollar Tree has anything that's, honestly, if I'm going to be real, it's like necessarily not toxic if it's made from certain materials other than like glass and stuff. I don't know. Dollar Tree don't come for me. I'm just saying I don't think I've ever seen anything in Dollar Tree labeled that way. And here are more of the baskets. The ones that are made from like I don't even know what the material is. I never knew the name of the material, but I know what the material is. And then it's kind of stapled, so I wouldn't put anything heavy in there. If you give them to kids, don't let them put too much candy in there or whatever they're putting in there, because they're held together by staples in this fabric. So I feel like that is definitely going to tear at the drop of a hat. So be careful with those. Now these are egg holders. I don't know if you would put them in there when the eggs are wet after you paint them, or put the eggs in there to hold them just in the fridge. Put them in there while people grab them to paint, but it's plastic. So if you get it stained and it's Dollar Tree, it won't matter. So I feel like they could have made this so where the eggs can sit up, so after you paint them, they could still be in the tray and be on display while simultaneously drying. But it's been so long since I painted eggs. I don't even know how long they take to dry. So either way, that's an egg holder. And then that little basket right there to me looks like a mermaid. It's giving me mermaid. It's giving mermaid. That's definitely a mermaid aesthetic. It can go for either or, but that's definitely mermaid. So even if you're not looking for anything this season, if you know you want to do something mermaid, your child likes that aesthetic, summertime is coming up, it's going to be pool parties and stuff like that, you want to have that theme, I would say go and buy those, because I don't know if they'll have anything like that during the summertime or later in the spring, but you can get those. And then have the goodie bags, put all the candy in the goodie bags in there. And then these baskets here, these are more so like the plasticky cardboard that they have, and I feel like these will bleed, so don't get anything wet on there. That material that just bleeds for no reason. But they were cute. And again, the strap was held on by staples, so be careful with that. But I feel like that's more so, you don't really put anything big or that many things in there anyway, so I feel like you'll be okay with that. And here are the dishes. I thought they were very pretty. I'm not really doing like, I already had my dishes out, so that's why I didn't get them. I do think these are very pretty. I think they're spring and I think they're summer. And usually sometimes this color scheme can look, I don't want to say matronly, it can look very grandpop-ish, but I think they got it right. And then they had the small plates, the bowls, the larger plates, the mugs, or not the mug. I call it kind of a mug. That's a mug. Yeah, that's a mug. A mug, and then like the smaller little glasses. And it's a whole collection. All the plates that they had here were all collections. It was this one, and they even actually had a pot holder. It'll come up later. They had a pot holder with this. This is very on the nose with spring, but not in a bad way, and I do like it. And I think it's very pretty. And honestly, in my opinion, I think it's very feminine. So if you're looking for like that dish, I think these, you know what I think? I think this little collection here is perfect for tea parties. If you have tea parties, you have like your little finger foods and all that, you want to have friends come over, even like a bridal shower, I think this will be perfect. It's very feminine. It's very, let's be classy. That's what it's giving, classy adult tea party. That's what I'm getting from this. And in this one, this is kind of, in my opinion, just more funky, fresh, happy. Let's have fun. Doesn't really like they don't have to. Place don't usually speak to me, but these like that's ridiculous. But these two collections right here, they actually did. And then you can actually match that cup with these bowls. These are actually navy blue. They're a very pretty navy blue. It's not really picking up in the on the camera, and I was like, oh no, it's so pretty. It's a very pretty navy blue, because sometimes navies can be too dark that they look like black, but no, it's very pretty. It's a lot brighter, as well as the sage green collection. And I'm really glad I actually popped in this Dollar Tree, because I actually came up here to look for my sister, and I wasn't sure I was gonna. I was like, I'm not filming anything. I had no plans on doing that, because I knew I was gonna go in a bunch of stores and then I had to just leave and run home. But I was like, you know what? Let me bring my tripod while I'm out in case I end up in a store and I want to film. And I'm glad I did. I did film this on a whim, so my apologies, because I know it's kind of fast, but I didn't think I was going to come in here and film. But I'm glad I did, because that sage green collection, that is a lot brighter. They're not like crazy, crazy brighter, but it's definitely almost borderline pastel with the sage green. It is a very pretty color, and I had sage green plates on my table, and then I had the white plates to layer it. But I said, you know what? I bought the plate. I bought both plates, the large and the small, and I bought the bowl, and I put the bowl on top of the sage green, the white plate that's separating the large sage green plate, and it's just, I love it. I'm glad I got it. Well, that is all for Dollar Tree. I hope you saw what you like. I hope you like what you saw. Go out and buy it, or don't buy it. It's all up to you. I did end up going in Michael's, and I got Michael's on camera. Yes, I filmed in there. So next week we are going to do Michael's. With that being said, I'm your hostess and Empress Nikki T. Thanks for visiting my empire. Deuces.